Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sharper Family TV. I am your host, Coach Sharper, and I'm joined by no other than Mr. James King himself. And if you don't know who he is, I can't wait to tell you who he is. James is trumpet player.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yeah,
Did I get that right?
yeah, you got that right. Yep.
Let me find more. No, this guy's got like a long list of credentials, but James hails from Connecticut, Stamford, Connecticut, right?
Stanford, yep. Mm-hmm.
Bachelor's degree from Morehouse. I was talking to Ashley earlier today. I didn't know what degree. What degree?
I graduated with a degree. It's a performance degree, and it's a concentration in trumpet performance. So that's basically what the name of the degree. Yeah, Morehouse offered that. Yeah, you know. Wow. Hey, you know.
Master's degree from Georgia State, right here in Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Also, he's played for celebrities like who? Angie Stone, Mary J. Blige, Music Soul Child, PJ Morton, and I'm sure Bruno Mars, right?
Yeah. I think Bruno Mars will be on that list. I think so.
But when I first got the opportunity to see James, I believe it was at the Dogwood Festival about 3 or 4 years ago, and he was playing with a band called the Blair Crimmins
And the Hookers.
Yeah. I told Ashley earlier, you got to explain the Hookers part. But Ashley is his wife, and you get a chance to meet her a little later on, and she's so nonchalant about things, and she's like, well, come see James play. He played at Dogwood, and I was like, okay. And I rounded up the kids, put them in the minivan. I put them in the
family affair.
Right. Put them in the SUV. We head into Piedmont Park, and what is it, like swing music?
You could say that it's it's swing music, or you could call it the time period more so of the Louis Armstrong strut type of jazz.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the scene. I'm gonna paint it for you. People are out in these big dresses from the '60s, no shoes on, jumping around, eating good food. The band was crazy, a lot of energy in this little space, and peeks out, guy with the glasses and a trumpet, and he's belting noises that I've never heard a trumpet player belt out before. But I gotta say, I was really impressed, and I was hooked at that moment, long before he had the chance to join the Bruno Mars. And what do you guys, they call you the
Hooligans.
The Hooligans.
Yeah.
You just don't remind me of a hooligan.
Hey man, I just walk into these situations, being a hooker and a hooligan, but hey, I'm James King too.
I like to hear that. We're gonna jump right in. Okay. Our topic for today is the top 10 skills that children learn from the arts. Before we get into that, we're gonna dig a little bit into who James is. We're gonna talk about his family. He's gonna spend a little time talking about his family. We're also gonna talk about the things that drives him, the things that made him, the things that got him on this stage, and obviously on that big stage, Super Bowl was it New Jersey? Okay.
New Jersey.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, family.
Okay,
we
well,
want to know.
I'm the youngest of 3. I have an older brother and older sister, and they both live in Houston, Texas. They're both in the educational field. My brother is a principal. My sister is a elementary school teacher. And then I have 2 wonderful parents that you could say that they reside in Stamford, Connecticut. They're in between Stamford, Connecticut and Kansas City, Kansas. And they both met while working at IBM, so corporate professionals. And so my mother was, she was actually, her minor was music. And so she was always big on making sure that all of us were in some type of arts or
So your mom was the music foundation?
Yeah, that's basically what it was. So when I remember when I was like 4 or 5 years old, my mother always paid attention when I was sitting on the piano, and I would just be hitting notes. But to her, she was saying like I could see, like it made sense to me. So since it made sense to me as an adult, I was so impressed with you as a kid that I just knew I wanted you to do music. Of course, me being hard-headed, I was like, well, I really don't want to do music, I want to do sports. So music was something that was always a part of my life, but never like I want to be a musician. And
when was that point, the aha moment came for you?
the aha moment was in college, Morehouse College. I was sitting in my dorm room, and I would remember practicing, and then I looked over at my business mathematics book, and I said, I really don't want to study, and I really don't want to do, I really don't want to be in business. I really don't want to do math. Like, all I want to do is practice. And I called my mom that moment, and I said, how would you feel if your son became a music major?
Wow.
And, you know, she was very apprehensive at first, both, you know, coming from a background of corporate and my father also being corporate. They wanted to have the security of knowing that when you graduate with a degree, you can go get a job.
Absolutely.
Because they're like, you're not going to be under my umbrella anymore once you are done matriculating through this fine college called Morehouse College. So basically, I told him, that was the one thing that I told him. I said, listen, if I choose this, I will make sure that I will succeed.
Wow.
And I will make sure that I'm not going to be pigeonholed, or I won't pigeonhole you all by my career choice.
That was
so,
great.
Yeah.
Tell mama and daddy?
Yeah. that was it. I remember that. And then my brother and sister, I remember my brother saying, hey, man, hey, if you fail, man, I got you. But, hey, you know, there's a lot of broke musicians out there.
That's phenomenal. You got some pretty good shoes to follow. Your brother is he in education?
Yes,
Okay.
in
What is
education. So he's a principal. He's a middle school principal.
So
and
what kind of guy?
Yeah, your kind of guy, you know? Yeah, so he tried to get me to go his route, and I was like, no.
Too stiff for you?
Yeah,
You want
know.
to play in front of 100,000 seat arenas, right?
Yeah, you know, I like jumping around on stage.